Let's talk about female BJJ for a minute.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Now, high-level female BJJ athletes, from what I've noticed, don't get the attention that high-level male athletes get, and that could be because more males train the sport or people find male athletes just more exciting. However, high-level female BJJ athletes are employing some of the slickest transitions and submission setups in the game today, and if you're a smaller male competitor, it might be in your interest to watch more high-level female BJJ athletes, and in this video, I'm going to tell you why. So it is no surprise that I am a small competitor. There's no hiding it. I'm 5'6", maybe on a good day, and I compete at 141, and I've competed at 141 light feather for the majority of the 10 years I've been training the sport. With this build and stature, I'm not playing a game that relies too much on strength. I don't have the Victor Hugo style power, and you're not going to see me juice to the gills like Cyborg, at least not until I hit Masters 2. So, as a smaller competitor, I have to compensate for my lack of strength compared to bigger people by being more technically sound. And this is pretty much true across the board. The smaller you are in the sport, the more technical you generally tend to be. And this is where watching female BJJ comes in. A lot of female athletes tend to be smaller than their male counterparts and thus aren't using overwhelming strength to dominate matches, unless you're Gabi Garcia. So what's left? Technique. Female matches are a bevy of technical mastery and transitional fluidity, and that is why I watch nearly every single female match at any major event. In fact, a lot of my open guard game that uses shin-to-shin connections to elevate people comes from watching Michelle Nicolini, who is probably one of the best to ever do it. And if you want to see more of her game, look up BJJ Scout. He's done an excellent shin-to-shin study on her game, so check that out. Now you're probably wondering, Ursinio, why are you even talking about this? Well, it's because I wholeheartedly believe that as a smaller competitor, you can arguably learn more from watching female competitors than some of the males just because of the difference in strength and power. And these are two things I don't have against bigger people that I train with. So I say all this to say that I'm going to start bringing a lot more female BJJ black belts to the channel, and I'm going to start with the match between Mayssa Bastos and Rosemary in the PANS 2023 finals. Starting off right in the action here, we see Bastos playing a guard retention game, preventing Sharoni from encroaching by keeping her knees very close to her chest and not giving any openings for guard passing opportunities. Here, Sharoni is going to lift the feet up, but she lifts them up in a straight line, and Bastos is able to keep her feet in front of her and attach herself, which is something that Rafa Mendes talks a lot about.
Flat on his back, he's going to open his legs, and it's just so hard to go around, to pass.
So because Sharoni didn't get Bastos off to her side, Bastos was able to have 4 points of contact and then implement her guard game. So here Bastos comes up and starts to stabilize, but she's not going to be able to because Sharoni is going to knock her back down. Bastos comes right back up, and now Bastos is going to start attacking her berimbolo inversion. Look at how she's keeping 4 points of contact to Sharoni, really pulling herself in, pulling herself under. Now what Sharoni's going to do is she's going to try to backstep over, but Bastos is so close to her back that when she does, she spins up and comes up on a single leg, but they run out of bounds. So here we're going to see Bastos upgrade from a De La Riva pant grip to a De La Riva inner pant grip, which is a very hard grip to strip, as you can see Sharoni trying to do it. Bastos is going to start her inversion here. Bastos is going to then plant on her left hand to stop the inversion and then come up on the points, but that leaves her ankle exposed, and Sharoni is going to start attacking the toe hold. Bastos is going to roll, and they're going to get out of bounds. So in this clip, we can see just how stuck Sharoni is. She's not able to get into any type of guard passing position because Bastos has 4 points of contact using active hooks, keeping her feet on the chest and shoulder of Sharoni, and also having the double sleeve grip doesn't hurt at all. So Sharoni's kind of stuck in this position, really trying to defend instead of trying to go for the guard pass. Now Bastos is going to start inverting here and getting into a K-guard position with her left leg. You can see it's getting into the K-guard type of area here, and with her right leg she's being very dynamic, still keeping 4 points of contact on Sharoni and really preventing her from trying to pass in any type of direction. So Bastos is going to fortify her position here with a worm inversion, and now Sharoni is in a really dangerous spot. She has no hope of passing until she starts dealing with these points of contact that Bastos has. Bastos leans her forward and then leans her backwards and comes up, and when Sharoni tries to roll, Bastos floats above her and takes the back. Now I believe that Bastos held this back position for more than 3 seconds. Let me know what you think in the comments, because the ref only gives her the advantage. I don't know if they missed it or not, but I think that she was able to hold it for 3 seconds and get the 4 points. So this is the closest we're going to see Shironi getting to a passing position, but Bastos is able to reconnect with the inversion into a K-guard. Her left hand is under the thigh of Shironi. Her left leg is now connected to Shironi's hip. Her right arm is connected to the collar, pulling and trying to get a good grip, trying to pull her down. And all that she has floating is her right leg, and she's keeping that nice and active and away from Shironi. Shironi tries to dive under, trying to get into a leg drag position, but Bastos is not going to allow that to happen. I can't really see what she's doing with her hands, but Shironi is not able to get the leg drag. Here again, we see Shironi kind of running out of time to score points or an advantage here. And again, Bastos is just using her guard retention, using her amazing guard to not only stay attached to Shironi, but also stay inverted. I can't see what she's doing on her left side, but I'm assuming that she's still in that K-guard position and using that right leg to stay active and free and floating to gain momentum to sweep under Shironi. Yes, here we go with another angle, and we see that Bastos is still attacking that K-guard. So she's been using the K-guard, the De La Hiva, and the Berimbolo to really attack, defend, and also sweep Shironi, and Shironi really hasn't had an answer to Bastos's game here. Now we see Bastos connecting her hands together, trying to lift that leg up to get the K-guard entry, but again, Shironi really doesn't have an answer because Bastos is using 4 points of contact to simultaneously retain her guard and also attack. Now we're running out of time here. There's only 10 seconds left. Shironi tries another last-ditch effort to get into the leg drag position, but Bastos just needs to hang on and just prevent any type of advantage, and she's able to do so, and that's going to be the end of the match. So let's get right into the takeaways. The first takeaway is that Bastos continuously used 4 points of contact for her guard retention. The second takeaway is that she also used her knees to her chest for guard retention. And the third takeaway is that she used her inversions and berimbolos to not only attack, but also defend against her opponent's guard passes. So ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys for supporting the channel. It truly means more than you know. Now I'm going to be getting ready to watch Worlds. I'm going to record as many matches as I can and try to break those down in a timely fashion during the week of Worlds. I'm also going to be bringing more high-level female black belt roles and competition footage to the channel because I think a lot of people can learn a lot from watching these females go at it. And in other exciting news, I have recently partnered up with Imposed Will to do a 10-day pre-sale of Arsenio BJJ rash guards and Arsenio BJJ shorts. I'm going to leave a link in the description, but if you know anything about Imposed Will, they are a gi and no gi clothing brand, and they do a lot of partnerships with people in the Midwest. So make sure you check that out. Make sure you buy some of the Arsenio BJJ gear if that's your thing and rep it on the mats. So ladies and gentlemen, that is the end, like I said, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.